God loves white people, and if you teach everyone on earth to love the white man, you too can join us in white heaven.
And that's what she thought. But guess what happened? She's out of there. She's out. Finito. Dunzo. 86. Removed. Abby, go ahead. Serve this woman those blue election papers that were long overdue. Yes. Welcome to the roasting of Winsome Sears. I will be your roast host, DJ Shy Guy, and welcome to Shine Bright Studios.
Thank you all for coming. You know, I'm really not even supposed to be here. Think about it. I mean, I'm the immigrant from another country, and yet you all have given me the opportunity to do this.
I don't think we exactly gave you the opportunity because the black folk, they really didn't want you. Just an observation.
This is such an amazing thing for me. Really, even when I had the protesters from the other side, I looked at them in wonder. They thought they were hurting me, but they weren't, because I thought to myself, this is America.
If you're talking about the protesters from Arlington, yeah, they hurt you. They hurt you, and you didn't even play your cards right because it said Winnie. And the other part that didn't make sense to me, your lieutenant governor that would have ran with you, he is an unmelanated man of the colorful coalition, and you anti-LGBT, ma'am. How y'all gonna coexist? And also, based on the strength of that, you said that people that are part of the LGBT need to be fired. I bet you that if your lieutenant governor would have won and you won, I bet you he'd have been put you in your place. He'd have been like, ma'am, you glowing all over the place like you've been playing in the Sean Combs baby oil. Cause you glowing after that ass whooping. I mean, look, the booth closed at 7:55. They said, throw in the damn towel. This match is over. But let's continue.
It's amazing that we can protest each other and go home and cook dinner for the kids and not wonder who's coming to get us.
Do I want to trust your cooking? Because if your cooking's bad, y'all are really safe and y'all don't have to worry about anybody trying to get y'all.
And we must never lose that. America is such a wonderful place. I don't think we know that.
Oh, we do. We just they exercised the First Amendment, and you just got caught in it.
I'm watching people teach their children to hate their country. Why would you do that? Where else are you going to go? And so,
Hey, Winnie, is this thing called a globe? I'm sure people can decide for themselves. I mean, you kind of tried to take away their choice, hence the whole anti-LGBT rhetoric that you had, saying that they couldn't get jobs and whatever. Yeah, that might be another reason why you lost, lady.
I thank you. I thank you for giving me this very great opportunity. And it started, of course, when you gave my father the opportunity to come to this great country.
And sincerely, you're not welcome, but thank you for providing me enough material to where I can go ahead and produce this stuff. As I said, it's Thanksgiving, so we had to have somebody to roast. And guess what? Winsome Sears, come on down because you are next on the rotisserie. Let us continue.
With again, you heard me, his $1.75. And that's what started the trajectory of my life, where I became, of course, a Marine, a business owner, CEO of certain organizations, and then a delegate, and now lieutenant governor, second in command. Now, I have to tell you, I am like everyone. I wanted to wait until every single ballot was counted. It's just because I have faith.
Oh, yes, you had faith, but apparently it seems like faith ain't get you to where you needed to be.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.
And you would have had Richmond, but we knew the assignment. Whether you voted for Abby or if you're like me and you voted the couch, we understood this assignment. Winsome Sears, your ass is not welcome in Richmond.
And I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait because I know that God had called me for this purpose. And so remember now that God has called prophets. And sometimes the prophets were even beaten and some of them were killed. And so we understand that victory to the Lord looks a lot different than what we think of as victory.
See, madam, and this is one thing I keep telling everybody, and I forgot who I said. If you put your faith and you mix your faith within politics, it's gonna leave you messed up. That's a very thin line to play with. My faith and my politics should not mix but so much.
Victory starts with obedience.
And the black vote obeyed and passed the assignment with flying colors, which is why we are looking at this right now.
Obedience. Never forget that.
Nope, but we're going to forget about the fact that your campaign went down worse than Mary J. Blige's song.
So, before I say anything else, although I've said everything, I want to thank you because you believed in me. You who voted for me and who worked so hard to make our dream for Virginia come true. I still want to continue to thank God for this journey and his grace that brought me again to this wonderful country, this wonderful commonwealth. And a special gratitude goes to my family, my wonderful husband of 39 years, and my wonderful children, Janelle and Katja.
My man looking like, I can't believe you got me up here after you lost. Woman, I'm trying to go back to bed.
Tell you, I think I learn more in a loss than I ever do in a victory. And I think there's just something about that. And it builds you. It's either going to tear you apart or it's going to build you. Well, I don't tear apart. I have God. I don't tear apart.
Bitch, please.
Oh, they about to tear you apart. They tore it though. That score, what was it? Let's do a little research real quick. Virginia gubernatorial race. Let's see. Do they got something with the official ass whooping count? Because I mean, it said this was like a knockout. What was it? It ain't even an hour after they counted, and they said, "Winnie, you out." Let's look at this: 57.2% versus 42.6. Yeah, hey Winnie, I think you just got your black card. No, actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No, you just got your wake up call because everybody, like, you see a lot of people on Facebook, most of the unmelanated ilk that want to talk about, yeah, I don't see y'all voting for the black woman because we knew better. Y'all just wanted to use her to say the whole Owen spiel. I'm not racist because I voted for the black woman. That'd be no different than y'all saying I voted for Obama when he was president, and that doesn't make me a racist. Or I voted Kamala. Yeah, you're gonna have to sell that to somebody else. But over a 15-point damn near a 15-point margin. Yeah, yeah. Winnie got that ass whooped.
I don't think we came up short. I
I just showed y'all that margin. They ain't just beat that ass. They took the rims off your tires and left that thing on cinder blocks.
think we tried very, very hard. So many had counted me out for so long.
No, we just did the research and figured out, nope, you not for us too tight.
And it's an amazing thing to watch. And we just kept plugging and plugging. And so I want to say to our young people here, remember that life has ups and downs. You must never stay down. There is nothing down there. You must always rise. It's one life that you have, and it must be lived to the fullest. Your life has purpose. You have purpose.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. Say
Yeah, purposefully getting your ass out of Richmond. So I'll agree to that.
I have just called Abigail, and she did not answer, and she doesn't have to answer. No, 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 she doesn't have to answer. I think she's busy. So it's
Ma'am, she done put you in the dirt. What do you think she's doing? She either about to get her speech on or little post gubernatorial race activity.
went to voicemail, and I left her a voicemail, and I asked her to please consider all of us Virginians, that she will represent all of us and not just some of us. And I wished her success. If she is successful, Virginia will be successful. That's what I wish for her. And I asked her to support policies that will unite us, that will not divide us, that will strengthen our families and keep us safe. And that if I can ever be of help doing that, I'm here. I'm ready to volunteer. After all, apparently I have nothing else to do. But volunteering isn't something that's new to me. I mean, I ran a men's prison ministry, one of the best things I think I've done, apart from my husband, my children, etc. And then, of course, when I also ran a women's homeless shelter, just the fact that I would be able to shape lives, to
Let's see. Why is the prison system now messed up? There you go. Winnie, I wouldn't have been telling people about I ran a men's prison ministry, or I forgot what it was.
tell them you're not done yet. You're done when you're in the grave.
Your political career is in the grave, as we are speaking and enjoying.
Awaken.
But until then, God has given you breath and you must use it. And when you are in a place, you must serve others. You must never be about your own self.
But where the weed at? I ain't got.
Yeah, God gave me breath for that.
And so that's one reason I'm here. You know, I came back into politics because I believed I was called. I saw test scores and I thought it was a good education that lifted my father out of poverty. And it's a good education that will lift all of us out of poverty. And when I was vice president of our state board of education, I was never laughing if a principal or a teacher or a school board person stood before me, because our children don't get do-overs and they weren't learning.
And neither does your campaign get any do-overs. And apparently you didn't learn because using the Donald Trump playbook was not going to work for you.
So I hope that Abigail considers school choice, opportunities for our children to excel. It can't but be just one path. No. How dare you stand in the doorway of a parent that says, I want something different for my child. Please give me the money. I am low income, but can you give me some money that I can choose a school that I believe is.
Oh, that sounds like something that you were against there, Winnie. You know, what's that word? Oh, you know why you also lost the black vote? Oh yeah. You should forget about slavery. You need to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Oh, reparations. Yeah, you didn't think we would let you go off that. Now, did you, Winnie? Yeah, so you try to use black people to propel yourself ahead in the race. We saw it, we shut it down, and that's why your ass ain't in Richmond. Give me them blue eviction notice papers.
Best from my child. We've celebrated the 71st anniversary of Brown versus Board of Ed. And what was that about? Was it about the worship of a brick building? No. It was about the parents being able to decide where to send their children to school.
Say that again. Brown versus Board. Where to send their children to school? Ma'am, you not realize that Brown versus Board I believe overturned Plessy versus Ferguson? You know, that whole separate but equal? Ma'am, now that's my other part. How the hell you gonna try to be governor? You don't even know no history from the judicial branch, much less our own black history. That's why I call you a cosplayer. And I'm not gonna back down from that because you are a cosplayer.
School. That's still the option that parents want to have.
Not one time. If y'all know about Brown versus Board, not one time she really didn't get to the meat of it. It said Mary Brown, who I believe she's still alive and in her 70s. She made it to where we didn't have to go to the schools that were 50 miles away, to where everybody should have an adequate education.
Folks, I ran a race, again based on foundational ideas that.
What foundational ideas? Boys should not be in girls' locker rooms. I'm here to serve MAGA, even though they're gonna put me back in my box after I have no use. What good are you?
That would, well, repeal the car tax, protect our girl children especially, and not create sexual trauma for them.
My, that sounded pretty misandrous. You think men don't go through Sierra Tango as well?
In bathrooms and locker rooms and in their sports. And I ran a race to expand our economy.
So what were you doing as lieutenant governor? Because the only thing you were expanding were the roads on 64. Because you were just like Scamala under Sloppy Joe's regime. Ain't nobody really hear from what you were doing, while the respective authority figures above were screwing up, whether it either be state or capital or federal.
When I had my business, it thrived. I started my business in the Great Recession. We did very well in a recession. And then COVID came, and we did very well in COVID as well. But it was the decision of the then governor that caused my business to close. And so it matters who the governor is. Policies matter.
Which you had none of, outside of your assaults on LGBT.
It's time to ask more of our browser.
And to be safe matters, because to be governor is to have the other title of commander-in-chief. And the first job, I believe, that any governor is to keep the people safe. If you don't have safety and security, you have nothing. And so I'm not going to give up. Have you given up? No, you must not. My opponent, Abigail, ran as a moderate. If she...
Well, how else was she gonna run? I mean, she could have ran alt left and still beat the bricks out of you. Which is the reason why when you put faith before your politics, you're liable to get clipped.
governs as one, then she will unite us and she'll heal our divide and win our support. I hope and pray she does. But all should note, I don't consider this a loss, because remember, I've always said this. I'm a Christian first and a Republican second, and that's the way it always will be, because no political party has ever given their life for me. So your voice isn't lost, and I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you. Virginia is not a radical leftist state, and we will hold to account anyone who tries to impose on us the ideology of the left.
The ideology of the left Hey, Winnie, I hate to be that man of current affairs, but you realize the left just took over? Ma'am.
Whoa. You are so busted.
We must offer our hands of cooperation, but the gesture comes with a warning. Do not tread on me.
We don't need to tread on you. That hair job looked like Colonel Stinkmeaner from the Boondocks. So we don't need to tread on you. I mean, there's a picture with you holding a tool with your hair all out. Thought you were about to go pay a visit to the stylist at Supercuts. Tell them that they Flowbee was malfunctioning.
The wind belongs to God. He has ordained all that is and will be, and he wants his children to live in peace. Let us do so. Let us come together tonight as Virginians with goodwill in our hearts, filled.
Miss me on that. Miss me on that. Now you trying to turn tail after you got your ass whooped in the debate. Then you turn around, got your ass whooped here, and now you trying to turn course. Nope, 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 we ain't doing it.
With the hope that comes with the new day. We must pray for Abigail. We must pray for our government. You are the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Don't tell that lie. We are not a democracy. We are a republic, ma'am. And it said, just for you because you got that wake up call.
Nothing. That's what I thought. You know why? Cause we niggas, both of us, and that's all we ever gonna be.
We must pray for our state, and we must pray for our country. God has used us for his purposes. We answered the call and gave it all we had. We have no regrets.
Yeah, his purpose, get your ass out the Capitol.
No matter what comes next, big or small, we still pray, here I am, Lord, send me. So,
yeah, Abby about to send your ass packing right out that Capitol. Be like, there's your luggage. Got thrown out like Jazz in the Fresh Prince.
don't give up. We must never give up. To give up, may God continue to bless you, and may God continue to bless our cherished Commonwealth of Virginia. And may God bless these great United States.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for investing in me. I mean, the rest of it's basically fluff, but yeah, go ahead. Share your thank you for investing in you, Miss Sears, because this is what happened when when everybody else invested in you because you had to be the bootlick. The same thing that somebody once said. Go woke, go broke, and look at you now, getting the Democratic eviction notice. Stand up, stand out, shine bright, and good night.